Hey, I have activity number 4 for the BrainTrain May month. This one is called Hip Infinities. All right, so I'm following this up intentionally after we did the Infinity 8s, okay? Just so we have something in common with our prior posts, which is tracing the pattern of the infinity sign, okay? Today is very, very different otherwise. We are going to, first of all, take away our vision. It doesn't mean that we're going to close our eyes. It could be that you have sweat in your eyes, like me after a workout, or we're going to take away the mirror. Okay, what we're going to do is gaze on the floor, take away our vision. So we're not able to help ourselves. We're going to take away the help of our vision. We're going to take away the help of all of our body parts, and we're going to try to isolate the hips. Here's how we're going to do it, and then I'll give you some of the variations. Okay, it's going to look awkward and funny and feel awkward. That's okay. All right, so the version that I'm suggesting, if it's available to you, is to you stand with your feet wider than hip distance or shoulder distance apart. Okay, so you have a nice planted base. Okay, then we're going to place our hands on the floor wherever you can get on the floor. If you can't, don't worry about it. We'll talk through the options next. What we're not going to do is place any weight on the hand, okay? It's just there as a tap and to forget it. Your gaze is going to be right around straight down, okay? So that you're not looking and you're not craning to look at your hips, okay? So just relax your upper body. We're going to put the focus all around your hips, okay? Now, your knees and your ankles are going to have a slight bend to them and mobility to them, okay? But they're only there to allow your hips to move and to lead. So we'll take your pelvis and in your mind's eye, think of the infinity sign and start tracing that infinity sign. This is in this position with almost straight legs is a very, very small movement, okay? It's a way to force the concentration without, bending your knees too much and doing like a whole exaggerated movement and letting the knees lead or forcing the hips to lead and finding it's in range of motion. And while we're doing this, that we're also paying attention to any place or area that seems to be a little bit sticky or where you want to skip over it, okay? So you do have your knees and ankles being able to smoothly follow, but you are leading with the pelvis. And just like yesterday, reverse that motion, okay? So you'll feel perhaps a little stretch through the spine, okay? Definitely some stretch through your hamstrings, okay? Very small movement. Now, if you don't have the reach, you could put your hands on something higher. Doesn't matter what it is, just elevate the hands, but same as before, we're not going to put any weight on those hands. The weight is going to stay evenly distributed on your feet, okay? So do that. Also, to make it easier, you could go ahead and hinge back and bend your hips a little bit more, giving you a lot more leverage here, okay? But again, you want to try to lead with the hips and go around, okay? So try not to put any pressure around your hands, your shoulders, okay? Your upper body should just try to get weightless, okay? All right, so be careful coming up if you get a head rush, but this one does cross the midline as well if you think about it, and it's a really sort of an articulation for your hips and a little bit of a spatial awareness exercise. Okay, so give it a go. I know it's funny. Who cares? It's good for you.